So guys, a little bit overcast today. We're going to have some rain later, I hope. I thought I'd give you a tour of our kingdom and guess the weight to win this. I just thought I would show you these. I got the sunflowers in. One or two look a bit sad, but they'll either make it or they won't. Black currants, red currants and white currants. These are yellow raspberries. These are the red raspberries. It looks like I'm going to get a few more pairs this year than I got last year. More than one, which will be a bonus. I've got to come and spray this tree again. There's a lot more black fly come back on it, but that's not a huge problem. That's on my list today. Got a few more things on the list. Bumblebee. Apple tree. Good set of apples this year. This needs cutting out. This is goji berry, but I don't want it interfering with my apples. The jungle. Bamboo and hazelnut and a car. Incidentally, the apple and the pear down there are done in espalier, and this is a plum tree. This has got two types of plum, a wild small plum and a bigger plum, which I grafted onto it. There was a comment on my last video, again this all wants spraying, this is full of black fly as well now, as I'm just noticing. We've had some hot days. But there was a comment about this, how I did it. It's wired obviously on posts, and you just basically spread it out, and that's the blue tits up there. You spread it out and tie it on, and it means you can grow in more space. I've got some more sunflowers that will be going on in this area. This still needs work, as you can see. I have been doing a bit. I planted some herbs down here in these. That corn's picked up. The swift is not really very swift. But yeah, I just noticed that. That's really bad. Got to get that sorted. In fact, I'll probably cut them ends off anyway. Everything's doing quite well. Some of these radishes are going to seed. I will let some go to seed. I want to be collecting as many seeds as I can this year. Beetroots. The beans are starting to climb nicely. Just checking them again for black fly. Seem to have cured them. Got to get onto that tree though. This bed I've got some more brassicas that are coming on to go into here. These are the Ruth Stout style potatoes. Not looking bad. The onions have had a bit of damage. The dogs keep running through there, but they should be okay. Let's look, see if we're getting any. Few flowers starting on these peas. These are a dwarf variety anyway, they won't get much bigger than that. All these brassicas are coming on alright. I did plant some leeks in between, big old green fingers. And this is the squash bed. Now, there's more squash in here than I planted. But what basically I've got is a Cinderella cross blue Hubbard, two of them, two spaghetti squash. And that is snake, rattlesnake watermelon, and there's another one over there. Don't know how well they'll do. And this is a salmon river. All the rest are volunteers from out of the compost. If there's one strategically placed, I might keep it just to see what comes, just for fun. it will be edible. I've got some brassicas as well that have come up. Any thoughts on what that brassica is there? I'm wondering if it could be, I'm just looking at leaves. Yeah, broccoli maybe. Oh, the volunteer there, looks like a marigold. I've got some cucumbers that I've got to plant, that's on my list today, and I'm going to put some of the cucumbers here, and in that blue barrel there I'm going to put some compost on top of that, and I'm going to try another pepper in there. Oh, this has just come in here. That's a yacon. See what happens with that. You didn't get the full tour today. This is the grapes. Should probably take some of them off if I want them to do anything, but they're not absolutely fantastic grapes. They do make jelly, you know, and I've never attempted to make wine because I can't get the equipment what I need here. We're hoping that we do get a bit of rain and overcast weather, because I've got to sort all these tomatoes out in here. Taking lower leaves off. There's some suckers on some of them as well. Some are in flower. Peppers are coming on slowly. I've got to clear this now. This is rocket. It's got to come out because I've got to get them cucumbers in. Spares. There's some flowers, there's some lupins, and this is bunny-tailed grass. I did plant some other seeds in here what Mary Curry sent me. Hopefully they'll come. More stuff to go in. Really bad germination on spring onions. I've resown spring onions as well. Binned them seeds, and that's picking celery. Again, just a few extra spares that I've got to find something to do with, but main thing I've got to do is sort all these out now. There's 5 varieties of cucumber. That one's seems to have damped off, or just hasn't made it for whatever reason. But I've got to get them sorted because they're all going in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The garlic's doing really well. And the potatoes, like grandma's hairnet. This is just something I've done last year. As you can see now, they've really shot up long. Yeah. Now, point is, as you're walking past here, they're getting broke. They will get broke off. They did last year. This year they won't. I've tied them up in time. I've just pinned them down, pulled it back, because obviously as soon as you break the horns off foliage, you're not going to be growing any more potatoes from that. So I've tied that up. But the thing is now, the competition. Now this is part of Shed Wars, but this is a separate competition. If you're not in Shed Wars, it doesn't matter if you're a subscriber or you comment on this video. On this video, you have to put guess the weight. There's 24 buckets hung up, and there's 4 buckets across bottom, small 10-litre buckets. Now, like I said before, I will be having starts to put in these after these have come out. Yeah, might be some more potatoes, there might be some cucumbers that go in, there might be whatever I've got growing that's in modules. As a bucket comes empty, I will put something in that bucket. And what I will say is the Charlottes, which most of these are Charlottes, there's 4 buckets at the bottom that are Victorias, and there's 3 buckets on that top edge there which are Southpaw mirrors. But all the Charlottes will all come out at the same time. So I want to have a load of stuff ready to go in, be it whatever. I'm just trying anything and everything I can in it. But there will definitely be some bush beans. They work really well in it. I did cucumbers, they work really well in it. I tried some cabbage, but the cabbage worm got them. but I'm going to try some other brassicas in it just to see what I can get. So, but it'll be a total, I want to religiously weigh everything that comes out of that. I can't do it with rested beds. I can do it with my onions when all my onions come out. I could do it when I harvest all my corn, but I don't tend to harvest everything at once, you see. And like I said before, if I tell the wife to weigh everything as she comes to pick out the garden every time, she'd kill me. So that's not going to happen. But there's certain things I can weigh, and I can calculate per foot, and that's a good square footage. I'm going to get a lot of food out of that little square footage there. And again, like I said before, I can calculate what comes out just for that there. If I were to multiply that into a 40-foot row, I could tell you how much garlic I'd get out of a 40-foot row for all you guys who have 40-foot rows of corn and so and whatever else. I can calculate that to see who would get most if I had that space, you see. Homestead Aquarius. This is my mulberry tree. My wonderful mulberries. I don't know whether I will actually get any off it this year. I haven't had any off it so far, or I've missed them if they have come. So that'll be interesting. I'll keep my eye on that. Could probably use a bit more room. That's got to go. This used to be my sunchoke bed. The voles must have eaten every sunchoke out of it. At the moment, they might not. There might be one there just coming, but there were a lot of sunchokes in there, and then voles have just killed most of them. There's a bit of red sorrel, and these are just some various flowers. I chucked a few sunflowers up there. My wife asked what we're doing with this bed. I says, put some flowers in it if you want. So I did put a loop in it. And the sour cherry tree. No figs on the fig. Now, I planted potatoes in this bed. I did have sunchokes in it 3 years ago. Last year I pulled every top off, but they've come back. It's going to be interesting what comes out of this bed. There are some potato plants growing, so yeah, we will see. But it just means I haven't lost all the sunchokes to the voles. And these are the tomatoes and some peppers and some basil and other stuff that I'm growing on back. I've got a variety of every tomato I'm growing in the greenhouse outside here, apart from, well, including this one. This one's a house tomato. These don't get very big. The ripe tomatoes are about that size. Really nice little tomato. Aztec pepper, King of the North pepper, and as I say, every variety of tomatoes that I've got inside greenhouse. And it'll be interesting to see what they do here for me this year. This is south facing, so I've just got to work away at stringing them up. But anyway guys, don't forget, thumbs up or a thumbs down if you want a chance to win this little guy. Guess what I shall get out of the Spudomatic this year up until I'll call it quits in October, although in October I'll still have stuff growing in it. It'll go into greenhouse then. Nice to be nice.